I bet you're asking yourself, why would I, Frady Cat, be chasing a flying Martian mouse in the middle of the desert? You see, my friends, I may be the world's only hope of staving off an inevitable Martian invasion. I am, after all, a perfect feline specimen of physical fitness. I exercise every day and twice on Sundays. My IQ is at such a high level it would embarrass Albert Einstein himself. What do you think of my genuine Buck Rogers laser gun? It only cost me my entire life savings. You know, it's a good thing I have lots of credit cards. Okay, I know, but how do you think the government pays for everything all these years? Charge it. Like they'll ever ask me to pay it back. Got you now. Okay, take over the world. I don't care, just put me down. Oh, I promise to brush my teeth twice a day.
Kitty, you are funny.
Robot, go destroy the flying mouse. Now. Robot, attack the Martian mouse. Robot, terminate the flying rodent. Okay, let's try this again. This is a mouse. Mouse bad. Do you understand me?
Oh, Shazbot, I only wanted your world's cheese supply. I don't understand what the big deal is. I don't know.
I hope you enjoyed my cartoon, which imagines what if the Road Runner cartoons were crossed with a typical cat and mouse cartoon mixed in with a 1950s flying saucer sci-fi movie. Something like that. The Looney Tunes are, of course, the gold standard that all cartoons have to live up to, so it seems fitting that a cartoon channel has to address some of the greatest cartoons that were ever made. So now that you've seen my wacky tribute to the Road Runner, I've got some fun facts for you might enjoy. The very first Road Runner cartoon debuted in 1949. It was titled The Fast and the Furious, directed by Chuck Jones. What it really was a parody of was Tom and Jerry and other cat and mouse type chase cartoons. Did you know there was a whole 3-year gap between the first and second Road Runner cartoon? Chuck Jones had never intended to more than one. The positive reception made him decide to do more, especially this one letter that said pilots in the Naval Air Force were imitating the Road Runner's beep, 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 beep. How many beeps is there? Sound while doing maneuvers. Meep, meep. The characters were created by Chuck Jones and writer Michael Maltese. Did you know originally early model sheets listed Wile E. Coyote as Don Coyote?
Oh no!
It's true. You know, everyone knows that Wile E. Coyote was a huge customer of Acme products. But did you know there were a lot of real companies with Acme in the title of their business, just so they could get in front of the listing in the telephone directory? In the cartoons, it would seem that one could get almost anything from Acme, but just don't expect it to always work the way it's supposed to. Just to name a few things, Wile E was able to buy matches, a giant rubber band, dehydrated boulders, a battleship steel armor plate, a jet motor, a Batman outfit, rocket-powered roller skates, a giant kite kit, leg muscle vitamins, and a girl Road Runner costume. The desert setting was originally designed by Robert, that guy, because I'm not going to say it because I'll probably mess it up. But in later cartoons, the scenery was designed by Maurice Noble and was a little more abstract. It was based on the deserts of the southwestern United States. Did you know that in 1965, the Road Runner and Speedy Gonzales were in a road race on the cartoon The Wild Chase, which featured Sylvester and Wile E. Coyote as well. Speedy, Road Runner, and the superhero The Flash were also in a road race on a commercial for Cartoon Network. There's a bit of a mystery surrounding Wile E. Coyote's middle initial.
Wile E. Coyote.
The only clue that I found was in Wiki that states that E stands for Ethelbert, and that was only in a comic book from 1973. I am unable to find this comic, but if you have it in your collection, post what issue it is in the comments. You may hold the key to the world's greatest mystery.
Frady Cat, don't you think you're being just a little bit overly dramatic? Hey, Frady Cat, did a coyote ever speak?
A legitimate question, young man, deserving a legitimate answer.
According to my research, he never spoke on the Road Runner cartoons except in the short Zip Zip Hooray, and he also does so when he goes up against Bugs Bunny in 4 classic shorts running from 1952 to 1963, Operation Rabbit, To Hair is Human, Rabbit's Feet, Compressed Hair.
We mailed you people a check last week.
And then there's a 5th one, Hairbreadth Hurry, where Bugs takes the place of the Road Runner and the Coyote does his usual silent bit here, chasing Bugs Bunny around. You know, I always thought that Wile E was a part of the Sheepdog series, even though he introduces himself as Ralph. I mean, I'm referring to the shorts where Ralph the Coyote clocks in every day as if stealing sheep were his regular job. The only thing is, Ralph has a different colored nose than Wile E. You know, the Road Runner was no ordinary bird. He could give Superman a run for his money, proving in one cartoon he was faster than a speeding bullet, and in another one he proved he could burst through battleship armor. This one scene I found makes me question if the Road Runner was really the good guy. I mean, who else spins their head completely around like that? And it's no wonder the Coyote was always praying. And the Coyote was always dressing up like superheroes. So yeah, who really was the good guy here? Who knows? Maybe the Coyote was trying to eat the Road Runner for more reasons than just his stomach. You know, the Road Runner shorts were highly educational, teaching us all kinds of Latin words that may or may not exist. I was never sure. Words like accelerate incredibilis or carnivorous vulgaris. Close enough. Idibus almost anything us. That sounds like a real word. And that word. Hot rodicus supersonicus. And this word I hear all the time. Idius birdius.
Oh, starring my fast-feathered friend, the Road Runner.
You know, Road Runner was a part of Saturday mornings on CBS from 1966 to 1985, a majority of which was the Bugs Bunny Road Runner show. It later switched to ABC and ran until 2000. The Road Runner and Wile E were also made into actual educational films for kids on the TV series The Electric Company. Thanks for watching the Frady Cat Cartoons channel, where classic cartoons are remembered, copied, and even dissected on occasion. The goal of my channel is just to make people laugh, introduce my own new characters into the world, and just have some fun. If I can make a few people smile or even chuckle just for a second, I think I've accomplished something today. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment, subscribe, and hit the like. Y'all have a great day.